Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. I am actively looking for headphones, so if you can't hear me, please let me know. And one thing about these iPhones, they do not accept regular headphone plugs, so I am looking for them, but I don't see them. And hopefully you guys can hear me. But this is Dr. Edwards, and I am teaching the computer mediated communication course this semester, and I'm super excited about it, and I'm excited about meeting you guys as well. So thank you for joining in. And hey, Kyla. And I wanted to let you guys know a couple of things that are happening right now. This chat is anyone can tune in, anyone can chime in and ask questions, but I wanted to let you guys know that this chat is focused on social media and how to use it effectively. And then also I'll talk about some projects that some of my students are working on because they are amazing and spectacular. And there we go. So just some housekeeping. If you have any questions, please write them in the box below. And also, if you just type them here or on Twitter. We're using the TX communication hashtag. And then also, if you have any questions even after the chat, please do not hesitate to send a message to me. I am excited about answering your questions. So thank you guys so much for joining. So we have questions that are going out like every, I think, 5 or 6 minutes. And if you have any questions about those questions, just please type them on Twitter and I will reply as I see them. So the group topics that we have this semester are focused on the 13 social media topics, and those are actually based on this book called the Social Media Bible. There are only 2 versions of it. We used to use it in a former class, and now the book's a little bit old, so I decided not to charge you guys for a textbook this semester and to do all the work myself to find relevant info for you. So the 13 social media categories are actually like focused on anything from business focused communication to commerce to there's one called multifunctional social media, which is Facebook, because Facebook you can do video, Facebook you can do pictures, and also you can do a variety of different things, and including live, and you can sell products on there as well. So it is a multifunctional social media platform. So we have one group that's focused on business this semester. We have another group that is ironing out which topic they're going to examine this semester. We also have another group focused on photos, social media photo-based software. And then also we have, let's see, video. We have another group focused on video. And so every time I teach this class, it's really cool because the technology always evolves and adds something new. So that is one thing I want you guys to know, that it will change through the course of this course as well. There will be new things that are rolling out, and we will make sure that you guys are at the forefront of it as well. So I am using the TX communication hashtag, and I'm looking at all of the tweets that are going out. So the first question was focused on which technology did you choose this semester and why? And then number 2 is actually focused on it says, when you work with your group this week, you will begin writing the 10 ideas for each category. You can write these ideas in list format, or you can form paragraphs. Then at least 4 of these 10 ideas need to have sources to back them up. And the reason is that I think you guys are wonderful. I think you guys are amazing. But if you're giving me 10 ways to build like basically your social media notoriety, or to basically build your social media, your swag on social media, you need to tell me how Instagram or photo-based social media or how Facebook can help build notoriety, can help get your name known in the on the internet. So it's an important way to do that, and I want you guys to truly think outside of the box. Like I said, we've done this assignment before in other classes, but technology has continued to evolve, and I want you guys to be at the forefront of what's happening, because even if you're teaching, even if you are in politics, even if you are running a store, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a preacher, whatever you're doing, social media and its evolution will affect the way that you interact with people in your role. So any questions about that so far, or about the 10 ideas? So let me look so far. Brittany, no questions at this time. Chelsea, hey. My group just started discussing today. I don't have a question yet, but I would like to see an example of both formats. So basically, oh goodness, I think I posted that one on the group message, but basically it's numbering 1 through 10 and then giving actual examples that can be used for each. For the business focused social media, can we only use social media focused on business? So LinkedIn, yes, LinkedIn definitely counts. Actually, let me put this source out there so you guys can tune in. Can get that as well. But I wrote about this in my blog a few years ago, and it's introduced in another class, but if you guys haven't had that class, you haven't seen these. So I am going to tweet these out to you so that you can have them using the TX communication hashtag, and I am posting that now. Let's see. So here is the complete list of the 13 social media categories. Okay, so I am posting that now, and including the hashtag TX communication. Okay, so I'm posting that now so you guys can see that, because it will also help. Hey, Jawan, you can also see the different categories for each. So, for example, we have multifunctional social media. So that includes everything like LinkedIn, because you can do videos and I think you can go live on LinkedIn as well, but you can do a variety of different things on LinkedIn. Also Facebook, with Facebook you can do pictures, video, live casting, commerce, and also gaming focused items. So that's something to keep in mind, because, and I have like the Swiss Army knife, because basically LinkedIn and Facebook, they are conquering everything. Photo focus social, and I'll get to your questions in just a minute, y'all. Photo focus social media, that includes things like Instagram and Pinterest. But like I said, when I created this a couple of years ago, Instagram didn't do all of the fancy things that it does now, but I still have them in the photo focus social media. Number 3 is video focus social media, like YouTube and Vimeo. And how many of you still use Vimeo? I heard someone discuss that today. Number 4 is auto-focused social media. So that includes like SoundCloud, Spotify, Pandora. We talked about Pandora today as well. And also podcasting. I listen to podcasting on Spotify. So many technologies are using, like basically Spotify only had music until they decided to do podcasting. And that's my best podcasting platform. Oh, also, I want to tell you guys that, yay, at least one person uses it. Thank you. But I wanted to tell you guys that even if you have, it's called, oh goodness, it's called Periscope. If you have that downloaded on your phone and it doesn't take up a lot of room, you can actually go back to Twitter and look at tweets as you are listening to the scope. You can't do that with YouTube unless you pay for a premium cost. You can't do that with, well, you can do it with Spotify, I think. But this is one of the technologies that you can actually go into another program on your phone and still listen to it. So I listen to Periscope when I'm doing my hair in the morning. So that's a different way that you can use Periscope. But I guess I could add Periscope to the video focused social media because, well, but also now it's audio. So there you go. Okay, speaking of audio focused social media, we talked about that. Also, you have social media for content curators. So things like Flipboard, Stumble Upon, RSS feeds, those are ways to get content, but it's also social media for those content curators. Blogging is number 6. So you have WordPress, Blogger, Tumblr, but also some people are using some other inventive ways to create their blogs, and then also microblogs like Twitter. Commerce-focused social media, that includes Amazon, eBay, OfferUp. I use OfferUp a fair amount. And then ViradSale and LetGo. And then number 9 is rating-focused social media. So that includes Amazon, Yelp, and TripAdvisor. And we use those all the time. And then also anonymous social media. So that includes Livewire, Yik Yak, and then Sarah. I haven't seen that a lot, but it's popular in some different countries. Also, 11 is focused on gaming-focused social medias. So the multiplayer online role-playing games, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, which my little one is actually infatuated with, and then also Roblox, which she's just getting into now. That would be another gaming-focused social media, but I do not let her use the social media part. And if you have heard about Roblox, please let me know, because we're new to this whole, thing. So also number 12 is learning focused social media. So that includes things like Coursera, Lynda, Udemy, as well as Blackboard, and last but not least, business focused social media. So that includes stuff like Slack and Yammer, SharePoint, Basecamp, and also Asana. So those are ways that different people within the business can practice intra-organizational communication, so they can get their make sure their employees know about certain things, and that the employees can inform upper management about certain things as well. So those are in a nutshell, those are the 13 social media categories. And I am going to scroll back. If you guys have questions, type them in the box or use the hashtag on Twitter. But I will also see what questions you guys have had as well. Okay, so Tiffany says, for the business-focused social media, can we only use social media focused on business like LinkedIn? So I would start with, for the business-focused social media, I would actually use maybe Slack. Slack is a big one in the business-focused social media right now. There's a fair amount of research on it. And then also I would use SharePoint and Basecamp. And then also, oh goodness, guys, there's a new one that has a lot of information out there. I just followed their conference. Hold on, I'm going to phone a friend. Friend! Okay, friend, what is the CRM? Well, not Target X, but what powers Target X? Yes. Okay. So, phone a friend from the living room. He actually says Salesforce is another business-focused social media, because you can communicate within an organization using Salesforce as well. And you know how coding was really big a few years ago, and also last year, coding was really big. You saw coding academies go up everywhere. It's still a big thing. But if you can learn how to use Salesforce is powering a lot of software pieces right now that are being adopted by universities and organizations, and even my car dealership has it as well. So Salesforce, look it up, be familiar with it, because it is not going anywhere. It is and also hotels are using it. Like, everyone is using Salesforce. So if you can master that, you can almost write yourself your salary. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Tiffany. Can you use Facebook pages for business? Oh, man, you're right. So, yes, you can use Facebook pages for business. I would actually use the Facebook pages piece under the multifunctional social media, but anything Facebook I would put under the multifunctional social media. Goodness, is our time almost already up? Wow. Okay, can you use Etsy, eBay, etc. for business? Yes, and I think that I put Etsy under commerce focused social media. Etsy and eBay, yes, under commerce focused social media. And let's see. Lynda, great resource. Yes, it is amazing. It is. I mean, you can learn to do almost anything on the internet. Crystal, you guys use Basecamp in your office? Please let me know what you think about it, because I definitely am adding Basecamp to my I gotta learn this list. And so I've almost mastered Salesforce, and I make Salesforce videos, but I am very interested in Basecamp. Okay, so I'm going back to Twitter. What are all of the sources due? You know what? Let me look at the syllabus, because apparently I am a week ahead, which makes you guys a week ahead as well. So I really think they are due. Let me not misquote a date. I thought that they were due sometime this week, but I think they're due next week. But let me see. I think this week was the whole get acquainted with your group members, divide up task, all of that good stuff. And so now I am looking at the syllabus, and looking. This is what happens when you have like 36 tabs open at one time. Today is the No, actually, your technology piece is actually due next week. So it's due on the 3rd, which is Sunday. So you guys just basically, you can work ahead this week if you want to. So yeah, use this time to work ahead and start getting some resources. And next week, you're going to describe your technology in a paragraph or two. And then the week after, you'll start listing like your how your social media is used for info and for services. Okay, so we have, okay, when are sources due? So sources will be due not this week, not well, you can use them next week as well, but I would especially use them during week 4, which is February the 4th through the 10th. And just to make things a little bit simpler for you guys, starting this weekend, I am actually going to write a sample for you guys so you can know exactly what to do. And I usually do that for all of my classes. So I will write that down on my trusty piece of paper here in my planner. I'm an Erin Condren person, but I am going to write that on my paper to make sure that I do a template for you guys so you guys can make sure that you're on the right track. If that works for you guys. If you don't want one, I won't do one, but you're welcome. Yeah, I'll definitely do one, guys, to make sure that you guys are on the right track. Okay, so I'm writing that in my planner for Sunday. Okay, so before I close my planner, is there anything else that needs to go in my planner? I plan to grade next Monday. And let's see. So I need to write sample paper. Hey, Oya. Sample paper for 5312. Okay, and also I spoke with a group today during my office hours. It was really neat. For the first time I did voice-based office hours, and so we had a few folks join, and it was great. And so we are actually going to divide up. They gave me a great idea. We're going to divide up the field notebook into midterm and post midterm, so it doesn't, it's not a huge document. So we'll just go from there and do a pre-midterm and post midterm so that I can make sure that the document's not going to be too large for you guys. And also just another hack for all of you. I know all of you work, and I want to let you guys know, if you download the Google Docs app, then you can actually edit on the go. So even if you are waiting for, basically if you have kids, if you're waiting on your kids to get out of practice for basketball, or if you are waiting on, someone to get out of the library, then you can edit on your phone. Are questions on Twitter preferred during office hours? Actually, that's a good question. That is a very good question. I have made myself available throughout the past few years, no matter if it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no matter the time, I try to answer your questions in a timely manner. Sometimes it makes work-life balance challenging, but during the times that are on the syllabus, I try to give an immediate response if I am not helping another student. And then if it is on the weekend, I try to respond within like a 2-hour time frame. And I admit sometimes it does include waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I want to make sure that I'm here for you guys and to give you the utmost student success centered communication. So if I'm expecting you guys to basically do amazing task and to do an amazing job in this class, I'm also expecting myself to do the same, to provide that service for you guys as well. So that's my goal for you guys, and also the goal for myself. So to get an immediate response, ask it during the office hours, but if it's outside of the office hours, you'll probably get a response in a super timely manner, unless I'm in church. So that's my disclaimer. Or driving. Let me put that out there as well. Okay, let's see what questions you guys have. But yeah, I'm all about modeling the way, and if I'm expecting you guys to do amazing stuff, I am going to be responsible for doing amazing stuff as well. All right, so let's get back to the Twitter piece as well to make sure that I'm answering all of your questions. And great questions, by the way. TX Communication. And don't forget, and I hope that it posts tonight, but it should have a link that says, if you participated in this chat, please make sure that you add it to this list. And so if it doesn't post, someone prompt me to let me know that you need to get that. And Devin, I just saw your any tips for the comps. Oh my goodness. Wow. We just finished with the graduation. This is crazy. But yes, definitely. I love your GIF as well. But tips for the comps. I would try to save everything. And Devin, I know people think that I know. He's seriously extra. But I wanted to let you guys know. Oh, he stopped giving hearts. Shame on you. But any tips for... Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But any tips for the comps? So one tip I would basically have is for you to save everything from every class that you've ever taken in your master's program. I would add, if it's pieces of paper, I would add them to a folder. I would make sure that you probably want to date your assignments, but I would also want you guys to keep in mind that you never know what questions will be asked on the comps, and comps are basically coming from almost every course that you've taken in our department. But I would, especially, you will always have access to the innovation book. Keep it, reference it. You don't have to save it on your hard drive, but you will always have access to it, and that's why I make sure that you guys do have access to it, because you will need it during comps. It is a must. Also, I would know about, I don't want to give too much, but I would know about probably, we will talk about campaigns. You will have to know how to create and assess a campaign. So I will... if you have not taken that class, please make sure you let me know. But you will have to develop a campaign and assess a campaign. That's all I can say about that. But let's see. V. Marie, thank you so much. You are a great multitasker. How do you keep it up? Basically, it is... I want to make sure that everyone persists to graduation. So that's one of my things. And if it includes multitasking, then that is what drives me every single day. Okay, Britt says, not yet, but I will be looking at it afterwards. The video shows the document and explains how to list under the categories. Remind me, is it in Blackboard or Twitter? It is actually, your document is on... okay, so the video is one that I sent to you guys on the group chat, but I will also send it on Monday. And I am writing a reminder to myself to send 5312 video. But also, I want to let you know that your assignment is actually in your drive.google.com. So it's drive.google.com, and that is where your assignment is located. If you can't find it, please let me know. And if you can't find the video, please let me know. I am super happy to help you guys. Okay, so Random Man says coffee or tea. Oh my goodness, tea all the way. And in fact, I have some right here. I am drinking some lavender honey. So it's supposed to be like a calming thing. So yeah, definitely tea. And in the morning, I always have to drink breakfast tea with cream. So that is my thing. Aldi has a special like almond milk cream, which is amazing. So I stock up on that here and also at the office. Definitely tea. Definitely tea. Okay, what is your go-to social media of choice? Y'all, right now, it is definitely Periscope for some odd reason. I've been off of Facebook for an entire month, which is not like me. So, and you know, it has to be something crazy for me not to use Facebook for an entire month. But I haven't used Facebook for a month. And Periscope and Spotify are definitely my social media of choice right now. And Twitter. Let's see. The video is very helpful. It explains a lot. It helps me as a visual and auditory learner. Awesome. Glad to help. Let's see. Devin says she is asking about the group Google Doc, and I'm replying yes. It was sent to your Gmail address. But if you, and this goes for everyone, but if you do not see it, please let me know. And she put hashtag TX communication, hashtag please help on the way. Okay, so replying to her. All right, guys. So I wanted to let you guys know that you have my attention. And just use the TX communication, or you can send a direct message to me, and I'll be happy to help you guys out. And I look forward to seeing you guys a little bit later. You too. Have a great night, Oya. And again, you are the real MVP. You really helped me out last week, so hope everything's going well. All right, guys. Have a great